digital detox, I learned so much. It might just save your focus, it might save your mind and your life. I advise anybody to just take a break just for a moment, set that phone down, because you got a whole life in front of you that you missing out on, bro. So much has happened just for me in these past 30 that I took. Let's dive into it. What is good, YouTube? Dang, I just cut myself, man. But what up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Monty. Excuse me. My name is Monty. Welcome to my channel. For those who've been around for a hot minute, appreciate you for tuning in to another one, dog. I appreciate it. You already know the vibes. Dab me up. Gang, you know. Now, very recently, I took a digital detox, where I was like off social media I was off YouTube, social media really, because I went on Instagram, nothing. I wasn't doing nothing for the past 30 days. But I checked YouTube, it said 24 days since I posted. And it was a break that I didn't want to take for that long, but it was heavily needed. And here's a couple of things that I learned just from putting this phone down for a moment. And I want to ask you something just to start it off. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? Is it touch your phone? Because a lot of our energy goes towards a screen. So I said, you know what, for 30 days, I don't want to do no refreshing. I don't want to do no scrolling. I don't want to do no comparing. Really don't want to talk to nobody. I ain't doing no TikTok. I ain't on Twitter tweeting, no Instagram. Not even posting a YouTube video, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, the first couple of days was rough because that's what I'm used to. Like, social media is my job. I gotta post content. Y'all know how I work, especially having a business mindset. Y'all know I don't even play like that. I work, I drop almost every day, you know? But this is what happened in my 30 days. This is what I experienced. First, I want to say the reason why I did it. I was starting to feel like my phone was becoming a distraction more than it was helping me, you know? And I was starting to get a lot of burnout. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. But I was starting to feel a lot of burnout, bro. Not only with just doing my entrepreneur journey with content creation and selling digital products, but having my IRL going on with my job and just balancing entrepreneurship in a 9-to-5, bro. Like, it gets rough. As a YouTuber, content creator / filmmaker, I feel like I am now. A lot of work gets put into what I do, and a lot of people don't seem to grasp that you know, they don't seem to grasp that, because I'm recording in a day. There's 30 days in a month. I'm recording 10 plus videos a day because I genuinely like making content. Not because I'm doing it to, I gotta drop every day. That's not it. I made a promise to myself to be like that. I didn't work this hard for nothing. You feel me? I didn't work this hard for nothing. I didn't. And that's why I decided to just step away, because I was starting to get this mental fog, started to feel a little more distracted, and felt like my time was being managed by my phone, bro. And I don't want to be a person that lets objects take over my life, and that's what a lot of people do. That's why people say they're not addicted to their phone. You are, bro, because I'm going to put it to you like this. You can't even sit 10 minutes by yourself in silence without fidgeting. 10 minutes. And if you can, congrats, because I'm finna go a little deeper. The truth is, a lot of us think using the phone is what you're doing. No, that phone is using you. That phone is using you. And why I'm saying this is because the phone is training you to constantly have this stimulation. Constantly, every ping, every notification you get, it just hit this slight dopamine in your brain, bro. And And then we tend to forget that we got a life in front of us. A whole life. You gonna miss out on all of your life over this phone. It's crazy. When you actually put it down, you realize what you got in front of you. I know I have. I realized how much time was being taken away from me. Y'all know I spoke on that a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago now. But I was starting to feel it then. Like, I gotta take a break somehow, some way. And I do apologize for just walking away, but I didn't walk away on purpose. I didn't do that intentionally. It just happened, and it was for way longer than I wanted. And I do want to apologize for that. As well as with this phone, I had somebody tell me that my videos are too long. And the truth is, they're not. Your attention span is just shrinking. TikTok ruined it for a lot of y'all. It did. Half of you can't even finish a book. A book. Can't sit through a full meal without checking something. How many times you went out to dinner with just your friends, right? Do y'all even sit and have conversations, or is it a lot of this? Yeah, bro. On me. Guarantee it's a lot of that. On the phone, just scrolling at the table, waiting for your food to come. It ain't no genuine conversations going on. Maybe a lot of laughter. You showing them what's going on the phone, but it's a screen again. You know? Can't even focus on having a full conversation without half listening, half scrolling. So I made a choice. I said, I'm gonna step away and I'm just gonna see what happens. You know, nothing crazy. I just want to see what happens. And the first week, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard. It's kind of hard because it's hard when you're a content creator, right? And I have videos stacked up. That's why videos were still dropping during my break. You know, the way I operate as a business, I have a bunch of videos that I record in a day. For YouTube alone, let's just speak on YouTube alone. I'm recording 10 plus in a day, bro. There's 24 hours in a day. How am I doing? I don't know, bro. Just really trying to lock in with the promise that I made to myself and being disciplined. That's really what it is. Being disciplined is really a lifestyle, bro. And I want to follow that forever. I don't want to break my promise to myself. It ain't nothing worse than letting yourself down, bro. It ain't nothing worse than that. Can't nobody do nothing to me worse than what I'm doing to myself already. I promise you. First week, opening apps that weren't there anymore was hard. I deleted everything. I didn't have nothing. It was so bad, bro. I didn't have nothing on my phone. Just opening my phone just to nothing. Because it's that repetitiveness. That's what it is, and it's that cycle. When you break that, I didn't realize how much my phone I use to not only escape boredom, but how much I'm using it for not only business, but a lot of y'all deal with anxiety. You're anxious, probably lonely. So when you open your phone, it's like an emotional anesthesia. The first week, I ain't gonna lie, it felt weird. I wasn't restless, but I had to put my mind somewhere else and focus on somewhere else instead of consuming so much. I had to find a new habit. You feel me? My new habit just became going to the gym. My new habit became me being outside. I've been outside a lot more often. I like being outside. Y'all already know that. If you go back to old videos, I'm always outside. But I'm out there more than ever now. You feel me? And that was the beginning of the breakthrough that I was having. During these 30 days, a lot has transpired. I was able to buy something off of my hard work and grinding off social media. I was able to buy and purchase something, right? Which is coming soon. I'll let you guys know on the purchase. But y'all know as well, well, no, y'all don't know. But I met a couple new people that y'all will be seeing on the channel pretty soon, hopefully. And as well as I kind of met somebody. You know, it's just, you got a whole life in front of you, gang. And it's just, it be withering away because your mind be so focused on other things than what's going on right in front of you, bro. And that phone is a distraction. If it ain't making you no money, I can't even say that because my phone makes me money. But even it started to become a distraction, bro. Everybody can't be lying, bro. And the second week, I was starting to feel presence. Do you feel what I'm saying? Okay. Meaning like something shifted. I stopped reaching for my phone. I could care less about having the phone in my hand. Like I started reaching for life. That's what I started reaching for. Something better. Not only that, but I took a break just to really not cope, but really deal with my own feelings. You feel me? Internally. I sat with my thoughts. I didn't run. I went for walks. No headphones. I'm outside in the park, just walking, bro. And I actually look around and felt grounded. I don't know, bro. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I started noticing like small details again about myself, about life, about having clarity within myself, bro. That's what it is. And silence started to have a texture, like how people move when they not being watched. Like everything was starting to make sense. I journal a lot more. I write my thoughts down a lot more. I read books a lot more. I read more books than I, consume. Right now I'm reading this book. It's called Each One Teach One. And it's a really good book. Y'all should check it out. I was myself fully. I fully understand me. I finally found that spark again, bro. Like, I found it. And that's when week 3 was starting to get a little crazy, like in a good way. Like I was starting to find the clarity. It was starting to open up. I was starting to understand it. Because the mental clarity hit me like a wave, bro. Like it hit, and it was starting in week 2. It hit me like a wave. I wasn't comparing my life to people, because a lot of us do that. A lot of us, oh, he 23, they flexing money online. Look at his life. Like, a lot of us do that. And it's because social media is a damn highlight reel. That's all it is. It's a highlight reel. Everybody is human and everybody deal with something. Don't let that fool you, bro. You can have all the money in the world and still be dealing with your own self internally. You feel me? And during that 3rd week, I wasn't doom scrolling. Half the time, I left my phone at the crib, bro. Like, I was just outside, no phone, nothing. Just focusing on me. And that's why I dropped that vlog the other day, because those was just days in my life, literally. I wasn't on my phone, bro. Like, and it was like a breath of fresh air, real spill. And it gave me space to actually hear myself think for once, not drowning in other people's opinions. That's why I dropped that video for my brother yesterday, because I was doing that a little bit, especially when it came to things that I was doing. And here's the truth. I'm gonna just say with YouTube, I could ask people that watch me their opinions or what should I do, but at the end of the day, that just holds you back, bro. That just take time away, because y'all not gonna answer. You're not gonna answer. It take time away from you actually doing what you want to do. Just do it. I realized how often I had been absorbing instead of creating. Like I said, consuming, not creating, not doing nothing. How much of the day was just passive because of that? even when I sit and think about it now, I even sleep better. Like, being real, and maybe it's because it's not no stress on me, because I really just let go, bro. Let go. I wasn't waking up anxious or whatever. I was waking up being in the present instead of having my mind everywhere on my future, what happened in the past. You just gotta focus on the present, bro. You gotta focus on right now. And the week I came back, I was redefining what enough was. That's why I ended up dropping that one video called what did I call it? Is making all this money really enough? I called it something like that. That's why that was during that week. I was thinking about just coming back, and I was like, nah, I need a couple more days, and that's what it extended it to that 30. And by the 4th, I had that moment. I just looked around my space, my routine, my life, and I thought, this is enough. This is enough. You know, like, I may not have everything, like I said in that video. I may not have everything that I absolutely want in life, but I got everything I need, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Because I wasn't comparing. I ain't comparing to nobody. I got everything I need. I ain't comparing my life to Jill that got this, and that. You know? Not because I had everything. You know? Social media constantly tell you that you're behind. I'm so tired of seeing videos like that, bro. You're not doing enough. Bro, I'm so tired of hearing that, bro. I'm tired of it. You're not successful enough. Well, damn, what is successful enough? Like, we need to ask some different type of questions. What is enough? What is enough for me not to be behind? What is that? Show me what that look like. Let me know. You know? But in silence, you learn to define that success is on your own terms, bro. Success for you is on your own timing. All right? I was more productive, still more productive now, more peaceful, more creative. Not because I was doing more, but because I was more focused. I was way more aligned, way more tuned in with myself. Excuse me. And honestly, I didn't miss anything, bro. Like, in these past 30 days, I didn't miss nothing. It's still the same crap. Social media is filled with chaos. If it ain't funny or stupid or entertaining, people aren't gonna like it. If it's chaos and drama, people aren't gonna like it. If it's real talk like this, a small percentage will listen. You know? And that's honestly how I feel, bro. Honestly, I didn't miss nothing. I learned a lot more than ever just taking